Hey, House of Mass Reviews here for today's review. Let's just get on to it. Scream 7. Um, I think it's worth going into it that uh, this is ten what we're doing, what I'm actually reviewing here is a genre of films that I'm not particularly, I don't have much experience with, or I don't particularly focus on too much. Which is horror movies slash slasher films. Or sorry. Yeah. Um, I should mention I don't hate them and I'm not repulsed by them. I do like them. I like a lot of the classics. I mean, I like Alien. I like Nightmare on Elm Street. I like Predator and all that. So Friday the 13th is also not too bad as well. Yeah. But the thing is, I just don't watch them too much because they're not really my sort of thing. Like, I don't particularly. Like I'll watch them, but more so I think the ones I really get into are more the comedic ones, like the satires or something like that, like the Evil Dead franchise, or even to a lesser extent, the scary movie films. But that's for Scream. Truth be told, I've only seen the first movie. I haven't seen any of the other sequels, so I do have an idea of how they go around, and obviously I am familiar with Ghostface and all that. Um, but I do know that the original director of these films, the late Wes Craven, had a bit of subtle commentary in Scary Movie 3 about what he personally wanted to direct more than his horror and slasher films. I believe. Yeah, I have to double check that. But going to Scream 7. Normally, I wouldn't actually review this, but or go and watch it. But well, truth be told, my girlfriend wanted to go see this movie, and I said I'd take her out to it because I'm willing to experiment. I didn't know about the reception going into this for this film. I probably looked into it after I watched it, and yeah, I'm not getting. It's obviously not getting good reviews, and I can't say I'm really disappointed with this because I'm not an avant-garde viewer of these films and everything, but I can see why people don't like it. So, I mean, okay, the story is Cindy Prescott returns after she was absent from Scream 6, and she gets brought into another round of Ghostface killings while trying to protect her own daughter from getting involved in what she has had to do in the past. Yeah, I think there's the problem. Um, the parent who's overprotective of their child and not doesn't want them to be what they were when they were younger. Yeah, I think that's the big problem with this film that everyone's getting very angry with, and I can definitely see why. I mean, this story is done so much to death, and it's often very and it's so tedious, and you because you know what these characters were capable when they were younger, and their children are very similar to them, but they don't want them to be them. You get that so often, and sometimes they work. Like actually, a film that Nev Campbell actually acted in, actually, where she when she was Kiara in The Lion King 2: Simba's Pride. But then on the other hand, there are failures like well, staying with Disney straight to video sequels, The Little Mermaid 2: Return to the Sea. It's just yeah. It's strange. And look, I love Nev Camp. I really do like Nev Campbell. I think she's a great actress. I love her in a lot of things. And even when I saw her in the first Scream film, I thought she did well. Not my favorite actor in it. I mean, I'll mention him later, but he's great. She's a good actress, and I like her in some of her other stuff as well. Like some of her smaller projects. Like there was this Lifetime Amish movie she did. I think an Amish Murder, where she played an ex Amish uh, person, and now as a cop and trying to protect her own community. And because she left, she can no longer communicate with them. That was actually interesting in that. I mean. yeah, it means it was a bit predictable story, but at least it had some sort of creative angle and everything and subtext. But yeah, here she's yeah just a bit bland. Yeah. Um, and I mean, as I said, I mean, I think also the reveal of who Ghostface is in this is really underwhelming. Like, you get the fake out of someone who just the fake out and say, oh, it's this guy, but he doesn't really have any connection, and they find out that he actually kind of does, and then the actual perpetrators of the crime, the reveal of who it actually is, like, gosh, yeah, it's yeah, I was underwhelmed by it. I was like, really? And the people who actually get killed in this, which are all um okay, they're all teenagers, so they're all going to be connected to Sydney's daughter. I didn't really care, and honestly, I just okay. I mean, the gore and suspense in some of the depths that they are creative, but I kind of wanted more from these characters and everything, and a couple to survive. I don't know, especially when we see Gail Weathers' co-reporter survive. I'm like, how do they do it and the friends don't? Like, ugh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, we don't see them when they get attacked and all that. It's like, I don't know. But I think my big problem with this, and this is going to be personally a bit nitpicky, but Matthew Lillard, I love him so much. He's one of the many actors, like, he's one of those few actors like Rowan Atkinson, Eric Idle, that whatever he's in, I'm always going to enjoy, regardless of if it's bad. He's always going to come through unscathed and everything. He's great. I can watch anything he does, and I'm going to be enjoy it. Well, I was really underwhelmed with how little he's used in this, and they're setting him up as a grand return. He's coming back, the original villain of the first film coming back. But what the reveal actually is just ugh. I was like, oh, come on. I was not impressed. But yeah, what can you do? But but for pros, I mean, as I said, I like the gore and suspense, and I do agree the direction of the film, the direction of this film is pretty good, and the director was, I think, the producer of the first couple of movies, so yeah, with under Craven's watch, so yeah, they did okay. He did well. But yeah, I definitely think this is very underwhelming. But I'm not gonna say this is awful because I'm not actually a huge. I am not an avant-garde fan of these films because that. Well, I am gonna give this a 3.8 out of 10. I'm actually gonna say I kind of think I'm not the one to really talk about this. Like, I'm only doing this because I review every movie I see in theaters, or at least talk about it on this channel. So yeah, I'm like, it's not good. I'm not the best person to really talk about it, but I'm just giving you my own thoughts. I think fans give it a watch. Yeah, that's just what I can say. If you're a fan, just give it a watch. And if you're not a fan, make sure you go with someone who actually is a fan, like I did. I was with my girlfriend who loves these movies. So yeah, just wait and see. In terms of what's next, see what happens. Could be a top 10 list. Could be my next of my video game collection series. Could be a review. Not sure. But in terms of what's going to be released in theaters, I think I got an idea of what I am going to see, but I'm going to keep it a bit. I'll keep it as a bit of a surprise. But who knows? That could be in the next review anyway. In the meantime, Mass France Reviews is out, and I shall see you for my next video. Ciao.